Good morning, children. Last time we started with the chapter number 4 and we discussed up to dry cell. Now, today we will start with a new cell, that is lead acid cell. Now, this cell is also made up of positive terminal and negative terminal. Now, this lead acid, lead dioxide, that is PbO2, carries positive charge, and lead, that is Pb, carries negative charge. Now both are joined by the electrical wire, and in them they have the potential difference of 2 volt. Now for what purpose we require potential difference? Potential difference is required for the current to flow. Now both these electrode, now what is the meaning by the electrode? They carries the charge, that's why they are called as a electrode. Both these electrodes are dipped in a dilute sulfuric acid solution. Sulfuric acid, what is the formula for the sulfuric acid? H2SO4. So both are dipped in a sulfuric acid solution. Because of this chemical reaction between these, the electric charge produce and they carries the current. These cells produce large amount of current. So they are used in car, trucks, motorcycle and in UPS. UPS means, you know everyone, UPS full form is interrupted power supplies. It is mostly used in computer. When power cut off, at that time computer remains on and they gives a warning. So for that purpose UPS is used. These cells are also rechargeable. What is the meaning by the rechargeable? That means when we put the cells, for sometimes they work on smoothly. After some time their power get off. So we can charge that cell. After that also we can use that cell. We should not throw that cells. We can recharge and we can use the cell again and again. Now children, what is this? These are called as a cell holder. Now that means in this we can put the cells, and wherever we want we can take that cells, this particular equipment, and we can charge the cell. We did not need to buy again and again new cells. In this cell holder we are using nickel cadmium cell. These cells we are using nickel cadmium. Here also nickel and cadmium act as the electrolyte, and they have the potential difference of 1.2, and these cells are also rechargeable, so we can use for many time. Now children, every time if we want to show cells, we want to show the switch, it is not possible to draw diagram, big diagram every time. So instead of that, some symbols are used to show all the parts. Now just go in a detail. Now can you able to see? Now switch, here switch is there. Now for switch which symbol is given? These two dots are given. Electric bulb is given same. Wire also same. Battery, for battery we can have the, can you able to see this battery? One big line and one small line. Big vertical line stands for positive terminal and small vertical lines for the negative terminal. So we can use this particular symbols to show the particular part. This type of connection of electrical component is called as a electrical circuit. Clear everyone? As I said, as we seen, many type of cells we seen, under construction also we seen, but every time it is not possible to join only one cell to flow the current. Sometimes we require more current, so for that we have to connect more cells together. But how we can connect that? There are two ways are there to connect the cells. This is called as a series form, and this is called as a parallel form. In series what we have to do? Just here positive terminal, negative terminal. Negative terminal is attached to the positive, that means opposite charge, and again negative. Suppose if we want more, then we can attach the more cells. Now that means now this one cell give the one as a potential difference, that is 1V. So if two cells are there, how much potential difference will come? 2V. 3 cells attached, that means how much it will come? 3V. Like that, suppose depending upon the current, how much current we want, according to that we have to attach the cells. This is called as a series. Now just here parallel. In parallel, what is done here? All cells are attached in a parallel way, all positive together, negative together. But just can you able to see this positive terminal is attached to the negative. Again this positive is attached to the negative. Clear everyone? That means always whenever we are connecting the cells, we have to connect opposite charge together to get the electric current. Clear everyone? Now we will move on the next topic, that is magnetic effect of electric current. Now for that, just take a magic box, and inside that magic box just keep the magnetic needle and attach to the wire. Now these I said earlier to you, positive and negative terminal. Here also positive and negative terminal. That means I attach two cells here, and this sign is for the key. This is called as a key. Now dot means the circuit is closed. Now this is a bulb. Now just take a bar magnet and bring near the needle. What you can see, when you bring magnet near to the needle, what will happen? It will change its position, that means it will rotate. Why? Because magnet came near the particular needle, that's why it changes place. Now remove the magnet. Now close the circuit. This dot means the circuit is closed. Now as soon as you will close the circuit, current will flow, and when current will flow, this needle also start rotating. Now why it rotates? Because when current starts to flow, the magnetic field is created within the wire and it's behave like a magnet, and because of that the needle starts to rotate. So because of electric current, magnetic field is getting created around it. It's called as a magnetic effect of electric current, and this was observed first by the Hans Charin. It was observed by the Hans Chariton. That means what I said, when the current flow, because of the current, it appears as a magnetic field and we can get the magnetic effect. But when I switch on the circuit, that means when I switch off the circuit, so what will happen? Current will stop, and when current will stop, automatically the needle will come in the previous position as it is. Means when circuit is closed, that means when current is flowing, it creates magnetic field. But when we remove the current, it can get the off of the magnetic field. So we cannot get the magnetic field. Same again, second experiment is there. Take a iron screw, and to that screw just attach the copper wire, and one end attached to the negative terminal and one end attached to the positive terminal, and just start the current. What you can observe, just bring the iron pins near the rod. You can observe that pins get stuck to the screw. Now again, why this happens? So when the electric current flow, magnetism is produced in the coil around the screw, and because of this it get the magnetism, and as it get the magnetism, the iron nails are attached to the iron rod. But suppose I remove the current, what will happen? Magnetism will go off and the pins will come down. Clear everyone? That means when current is there, it can behave like a magnetism and it attracts the magnetic substances towards itself. That is called as a electromagnet. What is called as a electromagnet? That means because of electricity, the particular object get as a magnetism property. That's why it is called as a electromagnet. Based on same concept, we have the electric bell. Now, this electric bell is consist of this iron piece. On this iron piece, copper wire is wounded. Okay, and this coil or the wire is called as a coil. This coil is act as a electromagnet, as we seen earlier. Okay, this coil is act as a electromagnet. To this copper rod, iron rod, we have the striker and we have the iron stripped over here. Okay, and one screw is there, and this screw have the attachment with the this wire. Can you able to see it have the attachment to the wire? Here we are having the cell is there. Again here switch is there. Just now switch on. So what will happen when we switch on? The circuit will complete and current starts to flow. When current will starts to flow, this wire get the electromagnetism and this rod also get the electromagnetism. So what will happen? So iron rod and this coil get the electromagnetism and they attracts this iron strip. When they attract the iron strip, what will happen? Can you able to see this iron strip will attract towards this iron rod and gog the hammer, that means the iron strip here hammer is there or the striker is there. It strike on the bell and we can hear the sound of the bell. But when this hammer come in a contact with this bell, what will happen? The connection between the screw and the wire is getting damaged or it getting removed. So what happened because of that? The circuit will not complete and current will stop. And when the current will stop, again this rod come to the original position. Why? Because as I said earlier to you, when only current is there, at that time only magnetism is produced. When current is stopped, there is no magnetism. So no magnetism is what? Again iron rod comes, this iron cycle will come in a original position. And again when it comes in a original position, the contact will complete. The circuit will complete. Again the circuit is complete, so current will flow. Again this iron rod behave like a magnet and it again strike this iron rod, iron striker. And when it attach, what will happen? Again it will give the sound of a bell. Again this connection will disconnect. Again current stop. Again it comes to the original position. This concept is clear to everyone. This concept is of a electric bell. So due to electric current, magnetism is produced, that is called as electromagnet. And electromagnet, what it does, it takes the iron strip back and come in a contact. So because of that, it gives the sound of a bell. And these actions goes on continuously and we can able to hear the sound of a bell.